the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about that play? And yeah, that was a great job by the return man, but how about the execution and the blocking? Everybody getting a hat-on-hat. They set up that return perfectly. Can't start a game better than that.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So Missouri's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this one. It's like I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it out of the air for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense has the ball for the first time. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
We always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fighting off the defender. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The inside handoff. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Well, at first you...
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people are thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They keep attacking through the air. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Missouri, 0.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touch, he's going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Unleashes one. Snagged in the middle. It's Bettis. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it near midfield. Makes a move. Oh, what a move! Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Paul.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might as well give it to him again. Across the 25, he's got room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking off. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Gamecocks! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. It'll be a draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Showing off the arm. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sex.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
14.
He's going to bring it out from deep. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now on second down. They'll try the run. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on first down from the 30. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, they knock it free. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. They're trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He'll just keep slinging it. Firing to the right, complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's going to pass. Going over the top. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Handoff to the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still running at the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely